Tired of getting BS advice from BS gurus? My name is Noah Brewer. Welcome to No BS Shopify. What's going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, and today is another episode of No BS Shopify. We're going to be talking about where you should be putting your focus in Facebook ads. So Facebook ads is something that a lot of people don't see it the way that I see it. I see it as you're going to get whatever you put in, and where your focus goes is where you're going to start seeing results. That's like with business and life and everything. So you got to keep those two in mind. Keep those two things in mind, where whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. If you're being really inconsistent and you're not sticking to a process and you're not showing up every single day, it's not going to show up every single day for you. I see so many people who edit their ads. I mean, they don't edit them, but they add on or delete some or keep up with them like once every 3 days, and they wonder why their ads are not providing a consistent amount of revenue. I mean, you can't expect consistency from Facebook if you're not consistent with Facebook. Facebook is always going to put out what you give in. So me and my team, daily practice, every single ad account that we're in every single day, adding new ads and deleting the ones that are not good. So that is one thing that you have to keep in mind. If you want consistent results from anything in life, including Facebook ads, you have to be consistent with it. My second point, I see people, who don't pay Facebook, like they don't keep their card up to date. They'll be having pretty consistent sales, they're following the strategy, and then they miss a payment to Facebook. Now, like, imagine if somebody hires you and you're showing up every day, you're giving them what they want, essentially you're Facebook, right, in this context, and then one day they just stop paying you. Are you going to work as hard the next time that you go in, knowing that there's a possibility that this guy is not going to pay you again? No, you're not. So make sure that you keep Facebook paid, because I'm telling you right now, there is an algorithm that punishes people who miss payments. Obviously I'm not 100% sure, but every single time that I've seen somebody miss a payment, it messes something up in the algorithm. Like, it's not as consistent, a lot of ads start dying out. It's just a really bad thing to do. Just pay Facebook. So this next section, listen, Facebook is similar to life. Like, the same fundamentals apply to Facebook as they do to life and business and stuff. Where you put your focus is where you're going to start seeing the most results. I see a lot of people talking about, posting in groups like, oh, do I have a good click-through rate? Is my CTR, like, that kind of stuff, like cost per link click, cost per add to cart. Come on, like, if you want to put your focus into getting a better click-through rate, that's what you're going to get. And you don't want a better click-through rate. That is not what you want. You don't want to be the dumbass who has 50 ad sets with a good click-through rate. You want to be the dumbass who has 50 ad sets with a good ROAS and good cost per purchase. Shit that's making you money. Stop focusing on cost per add to cart, cost per website checkout, click-through rate, cost per link click, all this bullshit that Facebook puts in, and it just doesn't matter. Like, in the Shopify industry, the only two things that really matter is the cost per website purchase and the ROAS. Honestly, I don't really look at anything else, especially in the bigger accounts. I want one thing, and that's money. I'm spending money in ads to make money. I'm not spending money in ads to get clicks. So make sure that you put your focus in the right place and you're shooting for the right goals. The big thing that I see people doing is when they create an ad set and it does really, really well, they just get happy, like, oh, it did good, good. I'm just gonna make more. That's not what you should be doing. If you can, you should be breaking it down. You should be looking at the data, and you should always ask yourself, what should I do next? Like, what is the next best thing that I can do? The thing with the most chance of making me money. So let's say yesterday you duplicated a $5 ad set and you made it $10, and it did really, really, really well the next day. What do you think you should do? See, most people will just fucking do some random shit because they don't know what they're doing. But somebody who knows what they're doing is gonna say, okay, I did that and it worked really well, I'm gonna do it again. So they just do that exact same thing again. Maybe not with the same audience, but the same concept, right? Like duplicating a 5 and making it a 10. Same thing with anything. You have to look for patterns. You want to look for patterns. That is what made me successful. Looking at data and trying to understand what I did exactly, the roadmap that I took to get it to where it is now. And if it's bad, I have to figure out why it's bad. If it's really good, I have to figure out why it's really good. A lot of people just want it to be really good, but they don't look at the data. They don't pay attention to the shit that matters. You need to look at the data, and you need to ask yourself every single day, what is the next best thing that I can do? What is the thing with the most high probability of being successful that I can create right now?